I'm supposed to follow that up, but I want to tell the story about how me and one of my best friends, Addie, got baptized in Catalina at Greek Conference, or Greek Getaway this last quarter. But like Daniel, I'll start from kind of the beginning. So I also grew up Christian. I did walk away from my faith for like many years through most of middle school and high school, where I was like low-key like aggressively anti-religion for a while, and it wasn't until a lot of life changes that happened senior year of high school that I really realized like the importance of my faith in my life and that I needed to reconnect with that. And so I feel like it's been a bit of a newer thing for me. So something that I prayed for a lot going into college, because I like never really had that in high school, was a faith community. And similarly, fall quarter was also hard. Like getting here, I'm out of state, so that was like just a big adjustment. I was homesick all the time. Immediately going into rush, I just felt like I never had a chance to like breathe or anything. And then I remember seeing Ava and Addie, who are both in my chapter, had posted from Greek Getaway last year. And I remember seeing that and being like, oh, what is Greek IV? Like, that looks interesting. I think I reached out to Addie and was like, oh, like, what is this? Like, you should take me with you. I would like be so interested in going. And then like pretty much I went to one gathering, and then they released leadership team applications for the next quarter. And I was like, you know, like might as well try. Like I've been looking for a community. This looks like, it feels like God is putting this into my life at the right timing with how my fall quarter went. And so this is now like pretty much the 1 year anniversary of when our current, I guess not current leadership team, but like the leadership team at UCLA started. And I can very confidently say that like I would not be where I am today at this school, like with the people I have in my life, with who I feel like I am with my relationship with God, if it weren't for the people I had met through Greek IV. And that was a big part of the reason that I wanted to get baptized this last fall, because it just, I mean, it felt so full circle. It was like pretty much the 3 year anniversary of when I started questioning faith again and being curious about God, being open to that. And also I was doing it with the people that had like been supporting me and been my family through college so far. And one thing that I also want to talk about is, so at Greek Getaway, and this is also going to happen at Greek Conference if you're interested, they do this thing called prayer ministries, where you basically sign up for a 15-minute time slot and you go into a room, and there's two people who just like you talk to. You can say like whatever you need prayer for, and they pray over you. It's like very like casual. Like I know that sounds scary, but everyone's super nice. And like I remember just going in and being like, I'm so stressed about like everything. Like I just feel like I have so much going on. Like I have a midterm on Monday, literally the second we get back. Like what am I gonna do? I don't have time to study. And just kind of like venting all of that out. And I mentioned, oh, I'm also getting baptized. And one thing that one of the girls who was praying for me said that really like put it into perspective, I guess, is she used the metaphor of like when, like, you know, when you do a water baptism, you go into the water and you go out. And she talked about how when I come out of that water that day, to let the water like coming off me and coming off my body symbolize in my life letting go of all of the things that I feel like I need to have control over and stress over, and letting go of all those worries and truly giving them up to God. Because I feel like we say a lot of the time like, oh, I trust in God, like it's all in his hands, I trust in his path for me. But especially as college students, it can be so easy to just like forget all of that and try to take everything back into like our own control. And that was something I like never really thought about in that perspective until that prayer ministry. And then I remember like thinking about that when I got baptized with Addie later that day. And that's something that I've just like really carried with me ever since Greek Getaway. Like I went in expecting just like, oh, this is gonna be a fun weekend with my friends, I'm excited to get baptized. And then I came out with like just this new sense of peace and like just certainty in like he's got me. That's all I need. I don't need to worry about everything else. I don't need to try to control all of it. Like that's all I need. And like even now, like months later, I still like think about that sometimes, like whenever I feel like I'm starting to spiral about everything I need to get done for the week. So yeah, that's my story.